I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I'm not a cop.
I mean, this is all I got. I mean, like I said, I'm under equipped. I was just heading over there to the courthouse.
Where'd you get that badge from?
I bought it offline.
Wannabe cops often believe they're untouchable and can bend the rules to their will. But what happens when their overconfidence leads to their downfall and justice is served in an unexpected twist?
Who are you?
I'm getting ready to. I got several guys chasing a guy right now.
Who are you with?
Kansas Investigations.
Who's the local office? I mean,
that's my business.
Here are several instances when wannabe cops think they're above the law, but it backfires. Starting off with the case of 27-year-old Logan Malik, a Washingtonville police officer who attempted to impersonate a United States Marshal.
Sir, put your hands behind your back.
Guys, the reason I lied to you was because I was embarrassed. Listen, I've always wanted to be a U.S. Marshal.
Actually, we're telling people you were a U.S. Marshal.
I absolutely was not.
On April the 24th, 2022, police officers from the Boardman Police Department in Ohio were dispatched to a local gas station following multiple 911 calls from several business owners in Boardman, claiming that there was a man who was going around impersonating a federal agent. Upon arrival at the scene, they had no clue that they would be encountering a fellow officer who, for some reasons best known to him and him only, chose to impersonate a federal marshal.
What's going on today?
I've been hanging out for a while. I'm off duty. I work for Washingtonville Police Department. I'm about to go into work. I was just sitting up here talking.
I get you.
And I was talking to like just being friendly with people. Did somebody take offense?
Sir, put your hands behind your back. Don't lock your fingers. You should not do this, right? Put your hands upside down. Spread your feet.
Okay. I have an off-duty officer. I have my identification.
Okay. We're just going to check because we're going to call it your impersonating police officer.
Oh, okay.
Have anything else on you?
No, sir. I have a taser in my vehicle. And my badge. I have my badge right here.
Where's your ID at?
My police ID, so I don't have a police ID on me. I can,
Don't have a police ID on you?
No, I don't have a police ID yet. You can,
Washingtonville?
I'll give you my chief's number. You can call and confirm that right now.
Have you been sworn in?
Yeah, no, I'm a sworn in chief officer.
You don't have an ID?
No, they didn't. I've been doing this forever with them. I have my badge. I don't have an ID.
Do you have like your driver's license on you?
Yes, sir. Or, yes,
fine.
ma'am. Sorry.
Is it in the car?
Was that here?
It's in this wallet?
Yes. And that's my old badge. From my old department. No, like I said, I got a t-shirt. Say, I can get my phone for you. But no, I was about to head into work tonight, but I was just hanging out.
2060 deal.
So,
Gave this at the Holiday Inn, has your name on it. It says that you're with the U.S. Marshals Task Force. Has your last name on it. That's what they gave us at the Holiday Inn.
Okay, we're good. I didn't say that I was the first one to call my chief.
No, we'll get a hold of one. Okay, thank you. So what was the deal down here?
Said that he went in there, said that they've been searching for skinheads all day. They just arrested a bunch at the Southern Park Mall. Left that, asked if they had rooms for the next couple days. That was it.
Upon realizing the severity of his situation, Malik decided to come clean and retract his earlier statement in which he claimed to be with the U.S. Marshals.
Now listen, I want to be completely honest, and the reason I did lie to you, and the reason I lied to you,
go ahead.
the reason I lied to you is because I was embarrassed. Listen, I've always wanted to be a U.S. Marshal, and I'm not saying I did not tell them that I was a U.S. Marshal. I can see how that was misconstrued. I pay attention to their most wanted, and they had a bunch of Aryan Brotherhood dudes on there for most wanted. And if you don't believe me, because why would you? I was dishonest with you from the start. I can pull it up on my phone and show you, like, their AV guys wanted on there, okay? I put I'm Officer Malik on that note. So I can articulate it better. Can you show me that note so I can explain it better? Because honestly, I'm a little nervous. Like, this is my dream career. I will not lie to you. I just want to make sure I'm telling you the truth and, like, not stumbling around.
Yeah.
Because I know as an officer, when people are stumbling around, it's like, okay, what the fuck? Nervous. Something's up. I understand. I've been around. Not that long, but I've been an officer for 5 years. But if you show me that, I can explain to you exactly what I meant by that.
Well, that note might have been written by the by officer. I'm not sure.
I wrote that note. I put Officer Malik, and I said, if you saw these guys, because I had some buddies. They're not law enforcement, but some buddies talking about Aryan brother, like Nazi-looking dudes walking around, and not just like in the general Boardman area. The reason I went there, and you can also talk to the people at Holiday Inn, I'm in the process of moving. So I was asking them what their room rates were and how much their suites cost, because I want to get a suite when I go there. Because I have just two and a half year old daughter. I get her every other week. I don't want her to be stuck in a crammed up room, and I wanted to see about the pool. But while I was there, I brought that up. I said, I'm Officer Malik. You see these guys? Here's my phone number. You can call me. I also said call 911 or whatever, and I brought up what they look like. And I said the U.S. Marshals wanted them. I said you can contact the U.S. Marshals and say I'm a U.S. Marshal. But what's embarrassing about it to me is how obsessed I am with like what they do, because that's like my dream. I would like to work with them and stuff. So like I always talk about like wanting to be able to cooperate with them and stuff, but I would never identify myself as a marshal. So okay. But that's what I'm saying. And I mean, did my chief give you any things?
No, he said you are an officer with Washingtonville, but he said he doesn't have anything going on in Boardman right now.
No, and I'm not. I didn't claim to be up here for work or anything. I was up here hanging out and everything. I was going to be going into work after I got done up here. That was it.
Is there anything illegal in the car?
In the car, no. Like I said, I have my taser. Nothing on. I was going to say, taser's not illegal for me, but no. I did nothing illegal.
And would you give us permission to check it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to right now, but...
No, you have permission.
Okay, hang tight.
I have nothing to do.
Okay. We're just going to go ahead and make sure there's nothing illegal in the car, okay?
Okay, that's fine. I was to ask... I know you'll be quick. Can you grab my cell phone so I can tell the girl that I'm not standing her up so she doesn't, never talk to me again real quick?
We'll get you out here in a few minutes.
Okay. All right.
Despite Malik's protests of innocence, the officers proceeded with their investigation. They also conducted a thorough search of his vehicle, uncovering a handgun which he claimed belonged to his mother, and other police-related items.
Through our investigation, we determined that you actually were telling people you were a U.S. Marshal.
I absolutely was not.
Okay. Well,
sir, I'm telling you the honest truth.
That's information we have. Okay. So
I would never in a million years, sir.
I understand that. But I've conducted a thorough investigation.
I believe you.
I've talked to my chief.
Yes, sir.
I've talked to some other people.
I would never identify myself.
Okay, you are going to be arrested for impersonating a U.S. Marshal. Okay, it's misdemeanor to 4th degree. So what we're going to do is take you back to our police station. You'll be booked, and you'll be released on a summons. Okay?
Sir.
What I expect.
There's nothing you can do, but like my life's ruined.
I understand this is a tough thing.
Well, this didn't. Who's saying that? I'm actually legitimately saying that I'm a U.S. Marshal is what I'm saying. Because I can, like that paper right there, that does not confirm that. I can.
Okay.
Confirm that.
All right. Well, we're just putting together all our evidence and everything, and then you can have your day in court. Okay. You know, we have probable cause to make the arrest.
You know, no matter what, though, like being reasonable, and I'm not putting this on you. I'm done with law enforcement chance now.
Well, that's not up to me, and
No,
I can't
know,
say
but I'm
that.
saying you,
And you know, this is not something I want to do. I don't want to arrest another police officer, okay?
would never do that.
We do things professionally,
I know,
and we have to go by the book
I'm
out
frustrated about I'm not frustrated with you, but this is absolutely insane to me. Can I have somebody pick my vehicle up? I can't afford to give it to them, man.
here. Okay. Yeah, I think we could probably pull it right up into the parking spot there.
Is it going to be an ORC bond?
No, it just. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
We're just
How
gonna give
long
you.
am I going to be?
You go down to the police station. We'll take your prints, photographs, then you'll be released on a summons.
Okay.
And
Did you tell my chief that this is happening?
No, I didn't tell your chief yet, but I'll call him and let him know.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm fired and fucked in my.
He actually earlier he did tell me to tell you he wants to see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock in his office.
I mean, I might as well resign at this point. There's no point.
Is that your? Is that the department's?
That's mine. It's actually my mom's name, but I got it off of her.
Okay.
She lost
Now-
my Glock 22.
Now everything police related we're taking as evidence, but obviously if this case goes out, then you're
My,
getting it back.
my firearm I get to keep, right?
Well,
Like,
we're
it's
taking
not-
it
it's
as
not
evidence, but you know you can hopefully get it back.
We're gonna log
You
it
know.
into evidence for now. Then,
Yeah,
when this
you won't get it back tonight after the case is heard in court.
That's an
Okay.
issue. No, you guys got your thing, but that's an issue.
All right, we'll take. Is this just clip off?
Yeah, just pull it straight up.
Okay. Don't need the holster, I don't think.
Okay.
My thing is that my mom's firearm.
Okay.
Okay, like she owns it, and that's going to get me royally.
Okay.
We'll just
if
go
it-
in evidence for now.
Yeah,
I
And
know.
we'll work
it's
something
not.
out
It's
later.
not getting forfeited right now. It's
No,
just
I
going
know
into
that.
evidence.
I wish I could explain it to you and not sound like I'm trying to be, but I don't know how to articulate this correctly.
Do you want us to throw those vapes in your car or anything, or any of your other property? Because you can't be smoking at the station.
Oh, wait. I wasn't going to smoke it at the station. I can't keep them on me.
Yeah, I just don't smoke them.
No, I won't smoke it at the station. I respect you.
Okay.
Oh, listen, I'm frustrated. Not at you. Not at you. Not at you.
Well, I'm frustrated that I'm put in this position.
Despite his attempts to explain himself by using references to past incidents and personal details, the officers maintained their professionalism, emphasizing the need to adhere strictly to police protocol.
I just got two full confessions this last week on the whole case being involuntary man. Now with this happening now, is that going to jeopardize that case?
That I don't know.
I was just wondering because that's something I don't know either. And these guys need to be behind bars very badly because they're linked to 5 or 6 other guys. I've got 2 full confessions from them, and now my credibility.
What cases are those?
What's that?
What are those cases?
I'm sorry.
What cases are they? What are they?
It's involuntary. Is what we're going to be charging on the male suspect for selling bad dope that led to the overdose death of the mother. And then his wife, I was going to recommend complicity to involuntary because she wasn't the dope dealer, but she actually handed the baggie to the woman. And we had rock solid evidence other than the actual physical evidence and residue. It sat before I was there, it sat in a temporary evidence locker for 2 years before they sent it to BCI. So when they first told me about it, I was like, you guys have no chance. But luckily I pulled some psychology and I have good people skills, so I got them to talk to me and got full confessions from both of them. I was very surprised, but I just don't want, I want justice for the little girls that lost their mom for that, and I'm hoping this doesn't jeopardize that, because this is the one time we've finally been able to pin them, and I'm guilty as hell. This isn't a sob story, this isn't me blaming, you arresting me, I hope you're not taking it like that, No, I'm just saying, like, I pray to God it doesn't ruin that, because those little girls deserve justice.
This is a noisy street. So. Okay, do you have somebody to call? Do you have your phone? Did we get that for you?
I have his phone, his wallet, and his car keys.
Okay, because you have to call somebody to come pick you up at the PD.
I can't walk back. I have nobody.
Well, yeah, I guess you can walk. Yeah.
Because I have nobody to come. My people are in Canton.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll let you get down there so you can get out, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And again, I'm not upset with you. I'm upset with the situation. You've been very kind to me. I can tell you're a very good and intelligent officer.
Okay.
And
well, I appreciate that.
I'm proud to, even though I'm probably not going to be a cop anymore, as of right now, I'm proud to call you a brother in the job. And I'd be honored to work next to you, okay?
Okay, appreciate that.
You're a great man.
All right. Well, good luck, okay?
In the end, Malik was transported to the police station, where he was booked and charged with impersonating a federal agent. The next case is that of Ronald Portillo, a security guard who, while impersonating a police officer on the interstate, unknowingly pulled over a New Mexico State Police captain.
I didn't light him up. I didn't do anything. I know that's against the law to pose as an officer. When he started coming up towards me, then I went towards him and saw what the problem is, because you didn't know. He didn't identify himself.
Have you ever been a police officer?
Well, I was an LA County Sheriff for 18 months, and I quit because I didn't.
On November the 4th, 2023, New Mexico State police officers responded to a report from their captain about a security guard impersonating a police officer in Albuquerque. When they arrived, they found a combative individual dressed in a tactical vest with a radio, first aid, scissors, and other items that could easily mislead people into thinking he was a real cop.
How you doing, sir? Officer Galliano, State Police. Who are you with?
Portillo.
Do you have your identification card and everything? I'm sorry to bother you, but
This guy's been following me. And
I know who it is.
Okay.
So I understand you were slowing traffic down on the highway.
No.
You sure about that?
100%.
Can you go ahead and pull that up, please?
How you doing, sir?
Good.
What's your name?
In charge.
I'm in charge.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Sorry.
Okay, sir. I was told that you were using your car like you were a police officer.
No. Well, you should have showed it, right? You're in my truck. I told you to show it in your truck. You're on private property right now.
You have your driver's license, sir?
No, I'm not giving it. You have that.
Okay, well...
I'm in charge of this right now.
Okay. You're in charge of what?
I'm charged with this property and the other properties.
Okay, and that's fine. But over there on the highway, where you lit up cars and you were using your car like a police car...
There's no proof.
Okay, hear me out. I'm investigating something, right? And if you refuse to give me your driver's license, I can detain you and arrest you.
Okay, detain me then.
Okay. Turn around.
No.
Don't resist.
No.
Resist, man.
No.
Hey, knock it off.
Knock it. No. Go. I haven't done anything wrong.
Hey, don't, man.
Stop pulling away. Stop pulling away.
Don't do it. Knock it off. Well, then why are you resisting?
Now you're resisting arrest. Now you're resisting. Could have just gave me your ID.
Hold on, let me secure the
I
weapon.
gave you ID.
Could have given me your driver's license.
I understand that.
All right.
Well, you know.
Do me a favor. You have any other weapons on you?
Well, mace.
Okay.
You got mags.
Any other weapons, sir?
Mace.
Is that recording?
Yes.
Excellent. Is it recording on the highway?
No.
All right.
Because I get to hear my post.
Okay.
Don't move.
Hold on. Just stay here.
There's nothing in there. There's nothing else.
I still gotta check you.
Without gloves?
Yeah.
I don't care. What do you got in there?
Where do you keep your cuff keys? You got cuffs? Where do you keep the cuff keys?
They're on my lap. Dirty checker.
I mean, this could have gone a lot easier, man.
It was easier. I gave you my ID, and that's who it was. Oh.
I asked for your driver's license. You refused.
Yes, sir. Because I didn't break the law.
Yes, sir.
No,
You did.
sir. I didn't.
Okay, well, I was investigating you breaking the law.
Okay, but that's still not breaking the law, right?
Nothing else? All right, do me a favor. Have a seat here on the sidewalk.
No, I don't want to sit. I'd rather just stand.
Okay, well, you can sit in the back of a car or on the sidewalk.
I'll be sitting here.
Okay, then sit down. Sit down or in the back of a car.
Wait,
you pick one.
Can you two
back of a car or right here?
Can you fix this one real fast? My left. It's on my bone just a little bit.
Handcuffs are not meant to be comfortable, man.
Man, I know.
Do you want to sit on the sidewalk or in the back of a unit?
How about if I lean against the unit?
You can sit on the sidewalk or in the back of a unit.
If I just lean on a unit.
All right, back of the unit.
I have a bad back from my rack.
Despite being in the wrong, he persisted in claiming innocence and argued that it was the captain's fault for not showing him his ID.
So he started following me and started getting close and getting close. I asked him to show his ID. He refused to show his ID. And so I started backing up. Look, last night, we busted a guy that there's so much here. There was a rape, there was a stab. There was a guy yesterday that I busted that went into the place of the what is it? The laundromat, next to the laundromat. He went in there, then he tried to carjack somebody. So that's what I do. Nothing more. So I have my canine. And that's what I do. I don't know what his problem is. But he followed me, he tailgated me, and he decided to call you guys. That's it. Okay. So when he started coming up towards me, then I went towards him and saw what the problem is, because you didn't know. He didn't identify himself. He didn't show his badge. He's shaking. That was it. Nothing more. I have nothing to worry about. So I backed up.
During the exchange between the security guard and the New Mexico State police officers, the captain stepped in to clarify the situation and explain proper procedures to the security guard. However, the security guard continued to deny everything and insisted that the captain was in the wrong.
And you understand completely who I am?
Well, you didn't show me your badge.
Yeah,
it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, right now is what I'm saying. You understand who I am and why I'm talking to you right now, versus a normal victim would be over there, standing there complete. So do you understand who I am?
Now, once you show me your badge.
Okay, who am I?
Oh, not your badge.
Okay, who am I?
Well, you're state police now.
Yes.
But you didn't show that prior.
I didn't.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're good?
That's not necessarily good, but, you understand the issue. And like I said, the reason, as I'm talking to you right now, I want you to understand who I am. Okay, and you're obviously detained. Okay, so I am the captain of New Mexico State Police in Albuquerque.
Okay.
Okay, so you're 100% crystal clear. My name is okay, you're still recording? You should be. If not, they're recording. So if you want a copy of this, you don't remember my name, don't remember my name, you can get a copy of the recording so you understand. Okay, but with that, okay, you have every legal right whenever I tell you, hey, I'm New Mexico State Police, demanded an ID, like you did. But the issue behind all of this is, like, you acted in a way that made me think that you were Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department whenever you were on the highway. That's the problem. So when I got to your right front headlight, you turned on your lights and tried to stop me. Okay, that's how I felt. That's why I immediately moved to the right, and then you shut them off. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. Number one, dude doesn't have a license plate, and now he's turning his lights on at me. That's why I contacted the on-duty officer.
The on-duty.
Okay? So, and then you continue to do this little evasive thing.
There's no evasive. I'm not being evasive. This is my patrol.
Your presence here, where you're dressed, your vehicle, all of that, on private property, just like you said. You own this property, it's private property.
Right.
Absolutely valid. Again, going back to the interstate, why did you turn on your lights on?
I didn't turn on your lights on.
You turned on your blue front lights whenever I went to your right front.
I didn't.
How did I know they were blue?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
There's there. So I don't know. If I did, I didn't know. Because I usually turn on my lights here because I was going to go to the latest.
Like, things are going to go really bad. You're trying to do a good thing, man. You are. I understand the position that you're in.
I'm not trying to.
Let me finish. Okay, overall, okay, what you're doing as far as the necessity of security for this, okay? You're using your background and your abilities, your military, like all that stuff for good, okay? I understand that. I applaud that. People like you help us all the time, okay? If I had more good people that were willing to stand up for good people that are afraid, then criminals would run away.
Right.
Crime would be squashed, okay? I understand that.
Right.
But what you're doing right now, okay, by trying to...
As far as what?
As far as lying, okay? So by, I didn't turn on my lights, okay? So now, number one you're doing is you're trying to make me out to be a liar.
I'm not trying to make you out to be a liar.
Just let me finish, okay? It's like, I'm all about respect.
Okay, go ahead.
You can ask these guys.
Go ahead.
Like, they want to talk to me, they want to even yell at me. I shut up, I listen,
Okay, go ahead.
because it's so important what
I'm
they have to
listening.
say. Okay, but you...
Sorry, I'm not.
No, I understand, you're getting out of the sun. So all of this that you're doing, okay, on a daily basis to help society is going in the toilet because you're minimizing your actions and you're failing to own what they did. That's going to change the outcome of this completely,
Right.
okay? Because you continue to lie and you continue to say. So what's going to happen?
So what do you want me to say? I turned on the lights
I want you
and
to
then
be
we're
honest.
done?
I want you to be
I
honest.
don't know I turned on the lights because I have all on there. It's no different than sometimes my mic coming on by me bending. So you know what? I'm not playing any game. I'm not playing any game. I'm not playing any game. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie at all. Just wouldn't lie. I have no reason to lie. I have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Well, actually, I do have a lot to lose if I lie.
You do, but yeah, you know, because you're impersonating a police officer,
That would be
you
if I
understand.
was- yes.
Whenever you take your oath and
As the security guard continued to deny any wrongdoing, the captain proceeded to explain the repercussions of his actions.
If it came on, then I apologize. But a lot of times, I don't know that it's coming out. If you look at it, it's in the center.
and you're putting my colors in the trash, bro.
I'm not trying to put integrity. I have integrity.
Because the problem is how all of this is going to go is it determines on where this report goes. Okay, if we deal with an officer, okay, and that officer owns his mistake, he's truthful, he's honest,
Yes.
you know, no matter what he does, then it's dealt with, we discipline him, and we move on with life.
Yes.
But
I'm trying
if he lies,
Mm-hmm.
then what we do is we go forward, or what I do is I go forward, I pull all the documentation that I possibly can to show that he is a liar.
Right. And then you go to all that line and the police.
And then I make sure that he's no longer law enforcement at all. Because what I do once I determine that he is a liar and that is his character, then I go to the law enforcement board and I instruct.
I-40 coming in the canyon.
In the state of New Mexico. Okay, he's heading. That's the position that you're putting me in right now. Okay,
So you want me just to say, not to say, I want my time.
Because this truck about accidentally, like I hit him. Bro, I've been doing this for 22 years, man. 22 years in every aspect of law enforcement that you possibly can. Okay, from spec ops to which is our SWAT dive.
Oh, you're SWAT. Okay.
To no, I wasn't SWAT, but all those types of elements. Okay, to investigations, to patrol, command position. Okay, so the whole thing of I accidentally turned on my lights, it doesn't apply. And whenever you try and associate it to a mic that you can hit with your chin, it's silly because I hit my mic. Okay,
Yeah.
I've hit my mic a million different times, right? They've reported me telling bad guys things on my mic, but that's completely different from whenever you reach down with your hand. It's probably on your console someplace down here. What's your red lights?
It's in the center, next to where my cup is.
Okay, so for the fact that you turn them on at the exact time that I get to the right front to pass you and make me believe that with that positioning, you're stopping me, and then all of a sudden they turn off whenever I go to pull over. You turning on your lights on the interstate versus you turning on your lights here.
Two different things.
Two completely different things.
Yes.
One you're impersonating a police officer.
Yes.
One you're not.
Yes.
Okay? So that's your reason to lie. And it's okay.
It's not okay.
You can continue to do it. It's just part of our job. We deal with people all the time that choose to take
Right.
this position, whether it's this one or this one.
Right.
Okay. And kind of cross that line. Do I understand it? Are you trying to control the flow of traffic just like you're trying to control crime here? I understand it. I do. I respect it a little bit. Okay. But you don't have the legal authority to do it as a.
I do not.
So
Period.
that is why you understand that and why you would like. But like I said, how all this plays out in the long term is determined by your actions, your statements, everything like that. And you can admit it, we can deal with it, like move on, or you can continue to play this little game of accidental cup hit it and whatever.
Honestly,
but it's okay.
I'm not trying to play a game. If you want me to admit it, then I'll admit it.
I want you to.
I'm telling you
the truth.
I am speaking the truth.
Okay.
Okay?
By this point, the security guard finally began to understand the repercussions of his actions if he continued to lie and decided to finally tell the truth.
Okay, do you have any questions for these officers? Guys, okay.
So I have some stuff. Hey man, next time law enforcement comes up to you, have you ever been a police officer?
Well, I was an LA County Sheriff for 18 months, and I quit because I didn't want to do jail time, and I only had a few months left to retire from the Army, because the last 14 years I was a Green Beret.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because when I ask for your ID, typically we want your driver's license, right? I understand you gave me your property ID. We need your driver's license. It has the numbers on there so we can identify you.
Right.
I don't know what the point was in refusing or asking me to detain you in lieu of doing that, but just so you know, I can charge you for that if I choose to.
Okay.
Secondly, the pulling away from us as we're trying to detain you, you know what that's called? It's called resisting arrest. I don't know why you would think to do that. I don't know why you would think to get in more trouble. You know what I mean? Next time law enforcement comes up to you?
Honestly, it was probably just out of a habit. Not resisting you guys, but where my line of work was, you know.
I mean, clearly you can see
just came back.
you got 3 marked units coming up. I'm clearly in uniform.
I only saw one.
Even still,
The first one that came up,
even still, when you were resisting, you were standing there, I was standing there, you were looking that way. You see that, you know this one's here, and there's 3 police officers in front of you, including him who's already identified himself as a police officer,
right,
even though he's not wearing a uniform.
No, it's not even that he wasn't wearing a uniform. It was that he didn't get his ID at the moment, and he was shaking.
And I understand.
And you know, how many people that I've dealt with here that are shaking when they're confronted.
I get the confusion.
So, you know,
Go ahead.
He could have, and I'm not blaming, but he could have said, hey, you know what?
You're in Special Forces for how long?
14 years.
14 years. Okay.
Out of 28.
So before somebody goes into any part of a combative situation, what does their body naturally do?
Shakes. Depends on the person, though.
Exactly.
But it depends on the person.
The difference is the more combat that you have, like violent combat, okay? I was unarmed, you were armed, okay? My body dumped a of adrenaline because it was naturally preparing for fight, just like you said. So you can play that game again. Don't minimize what you're like or justify.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to justify it. It's just
you're doing good for the community by lying. It's like it's taking your credibility and it's destroying it.
I understand.
Man, like understand that. Like you're doing good.
Right.
Quit lying.
Right.
Be a good person.
Right.
Despite his initial combative nature, the officers chose not to charge him with resisting arrest. In fact, they went so far as to explain how he should behave when approached by a law enforcement officer in the future.
Are we good?
No, you're actually going to be, I'm not charging you for resisting or concealing ID. However, we are charging you for impersonating a police officer. We're going to write you a citation.
Okay.
There's going to be a report. You have a court date, all that stuff. Officer Power is getting that ready for you right now. He'll bring it to you and he'll explain it to you in a minute. It is a full misdemeanor, just so you're aware. Mm-hmm. And just to clarify, you can use your lights and your authority here in the parking lot.
Right.
Wherever your private property that you're contracted to be. If you're on the highway, you're in the city of Albuquerque, you're somewhere you're not supposed to be, you are not a police officer.
Correct.
You cannot do that. If you would like to become a police officer, we're hiring.
Yeah.
Great. But until then, you need to use your authority correctly. Also, I have a question. Why'd your license plate in your door?
I don't know. Not my vehicle.
I mean,
I understand what you're saying, but you know the. I just got the vehicle, so I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm sorry.
Where do you pick it up?
I take it home. So they gave it to me to take it home because I have.
When did they give it to you?
2 weeks ago.
So you've been driving it for 2 weeks and notice that
No.
there was a license plate
It was
your
in the
door?
trunk when I put my gear in, and so I put it in there, and I haven't put it in.
Where does the
put it
license
on.
plate go if it's going to be on the road?
Yeah, I know where it's going.
So you knowingly moved your license plate from the trunk to your door. When did you do that? You've been driving it a week on the interstate. You've been stopping?
I do.
So you've been driving out on the interstate for a week.
So even if it is a company's car, you're responsible for that car, the registration, the insurance, and all that stuff. Doesn't matter whose car you're driving, you're supposed to have that stuff, right?
I guess so, yeah. As far as that,
Yes.
as a company, I wasn't sure. But personal vehicles, yes.
Well, essentially, it's a private company. It's not a government agency, is it?
Even government agencies have to have
That
license.
is G on it. Right. And
Did
that's
they
why
just
I
call me?
questioned them.
I think
5160 calling?
There's your copy with your ID. Do you understand what you need to do?
I do. Call. Go to court. Very last. Right here.
Address, phone number, and date and time.
Okay, so that is. Okay, got it.
In the end, he was charged with impersonating a police officer and was issued a citation. Next up is the case of a fake cop who tried to impersonate a police officer and pull over a former cop, only to end up being busted.
Why would we be receiving complaints that somebody's saying that you were flashing red and blues at them?
Flashing red and blues. I don't have red and blue lights. But this dude keeps following me and doing weird shit. I'm like, I don't like this. Then he passes me and he's like this. He put red and blue lights on. But then I was like, dude, something ain't right, dude. It's not sitting right with me.
I didn't do anything. I just passed him.
On July the 9th, 2023, San Juan County deputies were dispatched following a 911 report by a former police officer, now a businessman, that a black SUV with red and blue flashing lights was trying to signal him to slow down, and when he pulled over, so did the SUV as if it was tailing him.
I am Deputy Green of San Luis Insurance Office. You see your license, registration, proof, and insurance. So here's for the stop. So we're getting calls saying that you were flashing people with red and blue lights and doing about 90.
Sir?
Do you have lights installed in the vehicle?
No, I have a radar detector. I don't have it on there. We're from Austin, Texas. My insurance here.
And what about just the registration? Or that's part of the windshield stuff?
Yes, sir. We're from Austin, Texas.
All right. I'll be back in just a second, all right?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, good.
Thanks for keeping the streets safe.
Yeah, no problem. So, you're just driving and he just ended up...
So I drive past him, and then he passes me. And I drive past him, and then he passes me, and I'm going, this is annoying.
Yeah.
So, and being a former cop, I'm like, I don't really want anybody like swirling or hovering, so I just give it some gas, and they go up, catches up to me, and I'm like, this is weird. So then it keeps going, and I'm taking phone calls. I run a couple companies now.
Yeah.
I left PD in 14. I've been doing my own right? That's all of our dream, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So my side gigs turned into some, so I'm answering phone calls. I bought this car for my son. You know, I'm driving to Utah to go visit my daughter. Just chill. I got nowhere to be.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Más tranquilo, man. I'm like, chill. But this dude keeps following me and doing weird shit. I'm like, I don't like this. Then he passes me, and he's like this. He put red and blue lights on. Like he's got, I think, the little center mount on his dash. In his windshield.
Okay.
He had the angled ones that snug up to the lens. Like when I was undercover, that's what I had. And he was like, blue, blue, blue. Like, I'm looking at the lights. I'm looking behind me. I was like, is that a 34? That's a cop? What am I talking? What is he talking about? And I'm like, so I pull over, and he gets alongside me and goes like this.
Like pump the brakes or whatever?
Yeah, full. You've been driving, speeding, passing.
Doing the same thing the whole time, yeah.
Yeah, and then my next move was just going to be stop on the side of the road and let him have his thing, right? But then I was like, dude, something ain't right, dude. It's not sitting right with me.
Yeah.
And so if he's going to, like, use his lights or use lights and he's not a cop, I'm like, kind of... One of my daughters driving through here. And
yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
But if your mom, or you know what I mean? Like, that's how my brain starts working.
Processing it, for sure.
And I'm like this. Okay, call.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? None of us really want to be that dude, but it's like, I was uncomfortable by it.
Yeah.
If he's law enforcement, it checks out, great.
I don't think he is.
So that's weird.
Yeah. Do you mind if I get your information?
No.
He has something mounted there, but I don't know what it is, so...
Yeah, it was red and blue. It's 2 bars, a red and blue. It was like flashing. So I pull over, and he doesn't pull me over.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, maybe he's a Fed or something, a courier or something. I don't know. And he passes me, and he's like this, telling me to slow down and stuff. I was like, cool,
Great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cool. If you don't mind just hanging out on your ride, we'll...
Like I said, I'm driving to see my daughter. I got all that, bro.
All right, sounds good.
The police officer proceeded to question the SUV driver, who denied having any police lights at first.
So, what did you have mounted right here?
I used to have a radar detector.
Okay. So, where did that go? Because you just had something mounted up here.
No, I used to have one up there.
Okay.
I don't have one.
Why would we be receiving complaints that somebody's saying that you were flashing red and blues at them?
Flashing red and blues. I don't have red and blue lights, sir.
You don't have any. So they're just seeing stuff.
That's not me, sir. I'm not fly. I have kids in my car.
Okay, so
we're going to Colorado.
So this is what we got. We got a complaint from an individual saying that a black Tahoe with a grill in front of it, Texas license, male with a long beard and cowboy hat with the dog in the back, came up behind him and flashed red and blues at him. This vehicle looks like a police vehicle, right?
Yes, sir.
Would you agree with me with that?
I agree with you.
Okay, so why would he? And then he said that it was mounted in the center of your dash, right below your mirror, where you previously had something mounted, right?
I don't have anything, sir.
I'm just saying. That's exactly where he's saying that it was mounted, right?
Yes, sir.
And so, if I'm driving down the road, do you think that I'm going to pay any mind to suction cups in the middle of somebody's vehicle? How would I know that you ever had anything mounted there? Unless something drew my attention to that specific location, right? So, do you just want to be honest with me, or what's going on?
I don't have it. I don't have anything I used to have my radar detector.
Well, it seems fairly easy to take something down from there.
Yes, sir.
And so, if I was somebody that was doing that, I would be worried about impersonating a law enforcement officer, and if I have anything mounted up to it, I would just take it down.
Yes, sir. I understand what you're saying. I don't have anything.
So the person that described everything else to a T happens to just be wrong on that one specific part, right?
I don't have it.
You see how unrealistic that seems?
I understand.
So
going to Colorado.
Okay.
To New Mexico to see her.
Okay. So, what vehicle did you observe on the roadway?
1806, I got that. I can guarantee I know who it was. There was a guy smoking on his stomach, and we were going around him, and we kept, getting in the left lane to pass. And we made a guy mad. I know 100% we made a guy mad. And I did told us to just pass balls him. And so we just let him be. But I guarantee I know we made him mad just by going. So I don't.
Okay, so if I got a search warrant for the vehicle, I would not find anything that would flash red and blue whatsoever. There's nothing in the vehicle that flashes that. No? We want to stick to that story?
Despite being given multiple opportunities to come clean, the SUV driver kept denying that he had red and blue flashing lights on his vehicle. But unfortunately for him, his lies, no matter how good, were not going to save him from the cops.
So the individual that you were having a confrontation with, right? Because so that same individual is prior law enforcement, and so he stated that he thought that you were probably with the FBI or something along those lines, and that you pulled up beside him and told him to pump his brakes after you flashed the red and blues at him.
That's all. I didn't do anything. I just passed him and what?
You just passed him?
Yes, sir.
You never told him to pump his brakes or do anything like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have a hard time believing that. Especially with suction cups mounted in the exact location where he said he observed the red and blues flashing. Again, like, it's pretty hard when you're going 70 miles per hour down a road, and especially with this vehicle being as tinted as it is, to be able to observe just suction cups on a clear front windshield. They're clear suction cups. And so he said that there was something mounted there. So again, I'm just trying to give you a chance to be completely honest with me.
I have my kids in the car.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could definitely use it to your advantage, right? Like if you're trying to get somewhere pretty quick and there's a slower vehicle in front of you, your vehicle looks like a police unit, flash red and blues and have people move out of your way, and then you continue down the road. You see what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying.
But we have no explanation for why he would say that and point out the exact location where you previously had something mounted. Again, I just want you to be completely honest, because I feel like it's something. Because the seriousness of impersonating a police officer, right, is the fact that we have individuals do that and then commit pretty outrageous crimes on individuals, right? And so that's why I'm taking it so serious. This vehicle looks like a police vehicle, right? The windows are dark and tinted. We have a brush guard on the front. It's a Tahoe like every other agency drives, right? And so it'd be very easy to have something mounted to make others believe that you're some form of law enforcement. And if it's just for the mere reason of like, hey, sometimes there's slow drivers and I like to just hit red and blues and get them out of my way, then okay, Roger, I got it, right? But at the same time, it's just not lining up. I'm not tracking with everything that you're saying.
More impersonating.
Okay. So were we just trying to get him to move out of the way, or did you feel like he was trying to road rage against you?
No, we just felt like we just got around him, and he was hauling down the road.
Mm-hmm.
That's his back office.
Okay. Just hang tight. I'll be right back with you.
After realizing the severity of his situation and realizing that he couldn't talk himself out of it, the SUV driver decided to confess to the deputies, but his confession at this time seemed to have come just a bit too late.
Alright, so a couple things here. So I need a good address from you. Is it going to be the one that's here on the license?
Yes, sir.
That's going to be a good mailing address?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're very lucky today that you're not going to jail for impersonating a police officer. So you are going to receive a criminal summons. So they're going to mail you a copy, stuff like that. You're going to have to go to court for it. Okay? So with that,
You can get back up here if it's a different state.
That's going to be, you're going to have to get up here for it.
They also do video conferences and stuff like that. Here's the thing, man. First off, it's never good to start off with me with a lie, right? Just be straight up and honest with me and I'll work with you, okay? If it's merely to move traffic out of your way, some stupid reason like that, then okay, just tell me, you know what I'm saying?
And so the second thing, so you need to hand me that light bar, so that's going to get logged into evidence. So that is going with me today. Alright? So in the future, definitely do not be mounting anything like this up in the windows, because the next time you will go to jail for impersonating an officer. So I'll be back. I'm going to get all this information typed in, and then you'll be free to go after that, alright? Yeah, it's on the license list.
In the end, the SUV driver was issued a criminal summons for impersonating a police officer, and the light bar was confiscated. Another intriguing case is that of Daryl Henderson, a fake cop who was busted working at a construction site.
Hey, just trying to figure out who you worked for.
Oh, Talbot.
The city of Talbot? I just talked to them and they said you were terminated February 8th.
On February the 17th, 2023, a police officer with the Norcross Police Department in Georgia, during a routine patrol, spotted a suspicious individual dressed in a police uniform directing traffic at a construction site along Buford Highway. Sensing something was off, the officer decided to investigate further.
Hey, just trying to figure out who you worked for.
Oh, Talbot.
the city of Tableton? Okay. Y'all got a part-time here?
No, I just work for this crew, wherever they go.
Okay. That's not a city I'm familiar with. I didn't know we had part-time jobs from another...
Yeah, we work everywhere.
Where is that at?
Templeton, South Georgia.
I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, we work all over.
It's just super strange because it's usually either us or it's Yeso.
I mean, y'all can do it. It's just that wherever they go, all over the state, I go.
Yeah. You just got your like police ID.
Yeah.
Just put everybody at ease, and we'll.
Yeah, I go.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I just go everywhere, man, doing traffic.
So it's a city.
Yeah, city of Calvert.
And you're
I actually retired from the cab, but just to have my certification.
all right.
It's just the city of Tableton.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Do you work there, or you just only do this?
I work there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Reserve. You know, the reserves are everywhere.
I got you.
I actually retired from the cab. But you want to have your certification. You can wear police on your jacket.
All right. Daryl Henderson. All right. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, he actually, like, he was actually going to contact y'all to see if he could get some officers to work. I don't know if y'all work for their price.
Well, usually it's either us or it's the Gwinnett County Police. I never seen someone from another state.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You never seen, what, like another department work over there, like Atlanta or DeKalb? Really?
Gwinnett or us.
Oh, yeah. We do it all over everywhere. Norcross.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well,
really that strange though? Yeah. We go everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's usually no wonder y'all say so. No, it's but he was actually like if they do more of it. I don't know if there's one job over here.
Or sheriff.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it.
The individual even produced a real police ID, but something still seemed off to the officer. If this person was truly a police officer, why was he working so far from his jurisdiction? The officer decided to make a few calls to confirm whether Daryl Henderson was indeed a real cop.
What do you think? Call Tableton?
I mean, you could. You got his name. 131 confirming that was a code 4 you put out.
Code 4. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a look.
If not, he looks harder. It's great. More technical than us.
Tablet. The problem is the police car is a personal vehicle.
Yeah. Well, now, when we were in Atlanta, we would be in our POVs. We would do a signal and be in our POVs.
Talbotton, Georgia.
But, I mean, it would say Atlanta, you know, we would have everything Atlanta on. And yeah, he has the badge.
Look at that, their reviews are better than us.
Huh?
Their reviews are better than us.
Well, why is he all the way, like, where is that?
I don't know.
Why is he all the way here? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
And why didn't the place that's doing the job have either us, county?
Hello? Oh, it's right. Yeah.
He's coming over here.
Hey, this is Sergeant Lindsay with the Norcross Police Department. Hey, I was just calling because we're out with a police officer that says he works for Talbotton Police Department. I was just trying to confirm he worked for you guys. Yeah, he's directing traffic in our jurisdiction, which is pretty strange, and I was just confirming that he was a police officer that works for you guys. This is Daryl Henderson. No problem.
Are you 151 unit code 4?
Code 4.
151.
5 on the highway on Curtis Tag Tango, Golf Control. 5560. 491. 10-7.
131. 427, signal 89.
So he's no longer a police officer there?
427.
Okay. February 8th?
5950, Hickory Springs Drive.
Thank you.
As it turned out, the officer's suspicions were justified. Daryl Henderson was certainly not currently a cop. He had been terminated a week before this incident.
Hey, so
you were actually supposed to be out the street, so
I just talked to them and they said you were terminated February 8th.
Oh man, I'm reserved. Terminated for part-time?
Like you don't work for them as a police officer. So, what's going on with that?
I actually went to reserve from part-time. From part-time to reserve.
So who can we call?
I guess nobody now. I'm terminated.
Come on, man. That was like a week ago. It's like 10 days ago.
Yeah, I guess nobody.
So who are you working for now?
Huh?
Who are you working for right now?
Just under my own certification now.
Okay. I don't. But you identify yourself as a police officer for that city.
I really don't have to put this stupid vest on, man. It's still got the patch on there.
Okay. So you're lying to me then?
Huh?
So you were lying to me then?
No, I'm actually reserved for them, but I guess they terminated me.
No.
That's lying. That's the part that he's saying that you're lying about. That you knew that you were terminated, but you're acting under the that you work for them. Correct?
What are we supposed to do with you?
Upon confirming that he was no longer an active cop, the officers had no choice but to arrest him for impersonating a police officer.
Mind taking off your belt? Yeah, we'll handle all that. We're not like in a hurry. We'll put two on you.
Negative, right traffic.
Yeah, that's fine. Just pay attention to the lights, okay?
In the end, he was taken to jail and charged for impersonating a police officer. Next up was the case of another fake cop who got busted after attempting to pull over an off-duty cop and ended up facing additional charges when narcotics were found in his possession.
How many people did you pull over?
Oh, I never pulled anybody over. I swear to God, I never pulled different, but I never pulled anybody over. I swear to God. On my kids, I never pulled anybody over.
I'm not going to find anything in that vehicle. No.
No. Nothing in there.
On November the 18th, 2021, police officers from the Florida Police Department responded to a 911 call from an off-duty cop reporting a man equipped with blue and red lights on his truck pulling over people around the city of Florida. The officers swiftly located the suspect and were surprised to discover he was more than just a police impersonator.
What's up, man? How much cash is here?
It's like 5 something.
500?
All
right. Obviously, you're not free to leave right now. I'm going to read this to you, and then I'll tell you everything that's going on, all right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her with you now or anytime during question. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. If at any time you wish to stop talking or have an attorney present, all question will be stopped at your request. You understand all that? All right. Where are you coming from today?
What's that?
Where are you coming from?
I'm just coming from around my house. I just want to go home. My wife's not getting along right now.
Okay. Where do you live at?
I own a home in 402 Point Sienna Drive.
Okay. Did you and your wife have an argument or a fight?
No.
No fight or anything? Okay. She's concerned about you.
Yeah. She doesn't even care about me anymore.
What's that?
I don't think she even cares about me anymore.
Okay. Is this your truck?
Yes.
Okay. What's with the scanner in this in the car?
I've had that thing for years. I've had it from Massachusetts.
Okay.
That's it.
Were you a cop up there? Or?
No. I'm an ex-Marine, but I'm not a cop. But that's illegal?
No. I was just asking.
No. My wife puts this in to him too. I don't know. Just leave it alone.
Okay.
Relax, man.
Where do you? Where do you work at?
Boston Whaler.
All right, Boston Whaler. Were you working there this morning?
No.
Okay. Where were you at this morning?
I left my house this morning.
About what time?
Probably go 7.
7? Okay. Where'd you go from there?
Just driving around. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything illegal. I didn't do anything.
You know I was what?
I didn't do anything bad. I mean.
Okay. What did you do?
Just drove around. I just drove around. It's me and my wife arguing. And I went with my wife before I went to school this morning, my daughters. Just keep on nagging at her when she woke up.
Okay.
It's my fault. They're a jerk lately, but that's just what it is.
Okay. How many people did you pull over?
Oh, I never pulled anybody over. I swear to God, I never pulled anybody over.
So you tell me, when I go start looking in this truck, you don't have...
Yeah, but I never pulled anybody over.
A thing what?
I swear to God, the light thing on the front and the bottom, right near the plate, but I never pulled anybody over.
You don't have red or blue lights in this car?
I didn't put them on. I just put them on, but I didn't put them on.
Why did you put them on?
I don't know. I was just being an idiot, thinking I'm better than something different, but I never pulled anybody over. I swear to God. On my kids, I never pulled anybody over.
It's pretty sad because
I know.
If that's how that things work, your kids would be dead right now. You know what I mean? Because you're telling me you're swearing on your kid's life that you didn't pull anybody over. Yet I had an off-duty officer witness that. How do you know?
I didn't even know. I hit that thing. I threw in the back seat, the switch, and it went off, and I pulled over at the near the auto parts store, Nova, and I pulled in and I looked and I saw it was on. I threw the switch in the back. I didn't mean to hit that on. I swear to God, I didn't pull anybody over. I swear to God, I didn't pull anybody over.
The police officers quickly realized he was not being truthful, especially having received information from a reliable source confirming that he had been pulling people over. Plus, given his status as a convicted felon, his statement appeared highly suspicious.
Why did you put the lights in the car?
Just being an idiot. I don't know. Trying to be more important than I am. I wasn't doing anything to pull anybody over. I swear to God. I didn't try to be
Be cooperative. Be honest with me now.
I swear to God, I am. I'm not lying to you.
What firearm is in that
There's no firearm in that car.
Airsoft, BB gun,
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I'm not going to find anything.
You're not going to find nothing. Not anywhere in that car.
Hey, just Willie Hand called me a little bit ago. He's like, "Hey, if you guys find that truck, I want to tow the evidence."
Oh yeah. That's happening.
Okay. Tell me that's all.
For right now, yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to find anything in that vehicle. No, no
No. Nothing in there.
no, no,
No.
no,
No.
no cocaine.
Stamp. Here's a stem right there.
Oh, here we go.
Because you use.
No,
Okay.
because I relapsed. I haven't like 17 years.
Okay. Here, before we go, I'm going to count this in front of you because you told me there's about $500.
I going to jail.
I'm going to run to the district and do what I was going to take care of, and then
20, 40, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 400. 20, 40, 60, 80, 500. Let me count that one more time.
Yeah, it's the
1,
difference, yeah.
2,
I hit
3,
5.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 1, 2, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $500.
Yeah.
We're going to stick that in your pocket for right now. Just so that doesn't get lost. As well as your bank card and your DL. All right. You want to put him in your car and I'll... in case my freaking body camera dies again. It's acting up. I don't know if it's from the rain before, but I just want to be able to document that was in the back seat.
Behind the driver?
Yes.
After conducting a thorough search of his vehicle, the officer discovered a police scanner, red and blue lights, a crack pipe, and paraphernalia in his possession, further complicating his situation.
I just poured out. It was about 3/4 of the way full, almost all the way full. Mike's Hard Lemonade. There's another empty can in there. I want to video the front too. Are those on? Copy, thank you. Just hang tight. Let me ask him where the switch is. Up. I'm going to pull my car up so I don't get hit. Unlock your car?
I can transfer it over for them to respond.
It's Joey, right? Hey, the lights that are in the grill by the license plate, how do those turn on?
It's on that white thing. That's the thing that's in the back seat.
Uh-huh.
Little brown thing on it, and I did hit that on accident. It's a little brown like a remote control, and I hit it on accident. That's why I threw it in the back of the car. I didn't do
Well, no, the thing that's thrown in the back of the car is
I can show you the green.
there's another. The lights that he just brought in. Did you see those? The ones that you plug in the cigarette lighter and they go in the window.
There's a little brown thing on it. There's a remote control for the lights in the grill. That's why.
Hey, open your truck real quick. Dijon, open your trunk. Pop your.
You gotta stand behind you to the right units.
On this thing?
The brown thing. Yes.
Ah, okay. Your BWC working? All right. Mine's now working again yet. I don't know if it's gonna on me. Yeah, these were in the back on the floor. Apparently, claims. There's a second one in there right where he said it was up under the upholstery of the driver's seat. Oh, we can stick them together. Paraphernalia is paraphernalia.
I'll pull them until 40.
You still running?
Despite the suspect's lack of honesty, the officers continue to give him multiple chances to come clean.
Hey, be straight up with me and honest now. Is there any here in the vehicle? All right. Why do you have Okay, because there's like a rock in there that's kind of, yeah, that's why I'm asking you. It could be nothing. I'd like to know now.
That's my methadone. I take 3 a day. I take 90 milligrams a day, but 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 at night.
Wow. Okay. All right, hang tight.
My life's too okay.
All right, hang tight for a minute. Is that the wife? If we want to give her that $500, well, we'll give her the $500. She wants to talk to him, she can, but we got to be there. That?
You need help?
Just the last thing. Just this rock. It was on the floor, but it's. I'm wondering. He kept his ball hit up underneath the. It could be absolutely nothing. I don't know. Yeah. It just when I first mushed it in, it kind of broke apart, so I'm like, maybe it's probably nothing.
Why is he stopping people?
He didn't. He accidentally hit it, so he threw it in the back seat.
Why does he have red and blue lights in here in the first place?
Because he was an idiot. His words.
His answer, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was his answer?
Yeah, he's like, I'm just an idiot. There was a stupid idiot thing to do.
The suspect's wife eventually arrived at the scene and clarified the whereabouts of his handcuffs and gun for the arresting officers.
Got him as fast as we could. No idea where his handcuffs are.
So the handcuffs are probably at our house.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I need to look for it. I can call you.
Okay. All right. I mean.
I don't want it in my house.
Right.
Kill me for telling you guys that he has one.
I'm not gonna.
I mean, enough is enough. I don't care anymore.
He's a anyway, and he can't have one.
Yes, sir.
So, it's a cigarette. So, well.
Okay, so he'll get charged with having a.
He's being charged with impersonating a police officer and with possession of paraphernalia. He had a in there.
Okay.
Sorry.
Stuff.
But so yeah, he's got a $10,000 bond on that,
That's
and
for tonight. Now tomorrow, the judge isn't going to release it.
if he pays bond, he will. Well, 10% of that's $1,000.
If you only had this,
Okay. Well, as long as you don't bond him out.
hell no.
Hopefully, he won't call any friends and have friends bond him out. But so, yeah.
That's all I had for money, so he was gone.
And if you need to, you want to go down and get a protection order, just let them know. You can tell them, hey, he was just arrested. We can get you the case number if you need it. The case number for the impersonating a police officer, the case number for possession of paraphernalia. That way you can at least show a pattern. So, you're welcome.
In the end, he was taken to jail and charged with impersonating a police officer and possession of narcotics. The next case is that of Brandon Wasinski, who fancied himself a cop, but found himself in handcuffs after a real officer caught him in the act of conducting a traffic stop.
Where'd you get that badge from?
I bought it offline.
On the 9th of September 2019, Brendan was out on a so-called patrol when he stumbled upon a vehicle driving way above the speed limit. After pulling the car over, Brendan waved at a police officer who was driving by. The police officer noticed that Brendan wasn't wearing a uniform or driving a police vehicle. It was here that he became very suspicious and decided to investigate the situation further.
Can I talk to her for a minute?
I do.
What's going on? Let's just talk back here real quick. Who do you work for?
Earlier Country Club.
Oh, okay.
I know, I'm under-equipped.
Okay, because normally, dude, if you're out here, man, if you're making a traffic stop, you're just gonna have to stop, dude. Alright? Are you, you say you work for Wannabe Sheriffs?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have an ID with you?
I mean, this is all I got on me. Like I said, I'm under-equipped. I was just heading over there to the courthouse.
To the courthouse for what?
To get my crap.
Okay.
I know, it makes no sense. I caught him going 120 down I-40.
Okay. Why do you have lights on this vehicle?
Personal? I know.
Do you have an ID with you at all?
No, I keep it on my uniform.
Initially, the officer believes Brendan's story. However, as time went on, that would slowly change.
And I'm not here to mess with you, man. It's just the thing is, yeah, he was speeding, dude. You could have called it in. And, because if you get into shooting, you're
right.
All right, man.
I understand. For starters, I know this looks really bad.
Right.
This looks really bad. This screams whacker.
Right. How long you been on?
About 3 years.
Okay. I've been on for like 13 years. Alright, so I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I'm not saying that I've never done anything to against protocol, but you need to be a little bit more careful, alright?
Sensing that something isn't right, the officer decides to put Brendan into a patrol car. It is here that everything goes from bad to worse.
In the meanwhile, man, until I get somebody out here, man, do me a favor. I'm not going to handcuff you, but I'm going to have you sit in the back of my car, all right?
All right.
Do you have anything on you, man? Any weapons or anything? Okay.
Keys and wallet.
That's fine. Just have a seat, all right?
All right.
Try to get everything cleared up, man. Just have a seat. What's up, man?
All right. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I'm not a cop.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just going to be.
Where'd you get that badge from?
I bought it offline.
Okay. Do me a favor. Stay in here, okay? For a second.
Realizing how much trouble he is really in, Brendan starts crying to the officers. Unfortunately for him, that doesn't free him from the consequences of his actions.
All right, Brandon. I'm just going to put on the seatbelt, okay? So I need you to lean back a little bit.
Can I please help my wife?
I'll give you, when we get to the substation, we'll give her a call, okay?
Brendan was then driven to the police station for further questioning.
The lights, were they in your car, or personal car, or company car?
My car.
Your personal car?
Yes.
Okay, who installed the lights in your car?
I did.
You did? Okay, and when I peeked into your car, I also saw that you had some sort of radio. Is that yours too? Okay. Okay. And then when I made contact with you, I noticed you had a badge. Where'd you get that badge from?
It belonged to my dad.
In the end, he was charged with impersonating a police officer. The next case is that of Cory Farmer, a police wannabe who nearly outsmarted a police officer before his luck ran out.
Where are you going?
Well, I got to get him on the horn. I got you behind me. I got to link up with them. They're telling me they're tailing him right now.
Where?
On the 17th of September 2020, Cory was pulled over to be asked a couple of questions, and shockingly, His appearance was like a federal agent dressed up in his full gear with his game face on. But somehow he managed to fool the officer for a short while.
And if someone can let me know if that's unmarked of some sort, that'd be great. Hey, boy.
Where are you headed? Who are you?
I'm getting ready to. I got several guys chasing a guy right now.
Okay.
They're behind him, and I'm trying to.
I'm trying to figure out who the hell you were. I'm bringing your tag and everything. So
Okay.
Get after it. Where are you going? Who are
Well, I got to get him on the horn. I got you behind me. I got to link up with them. They're telling him right now.
Where? Where are they?
Lincoln and Lincoln by the Quick Trip over here. Lincoln and Tin Can. They're constantly on the move.
All right.
Realizing that he must be in the middle of a manhunt for a dangerous criminal, the cop follows behind, hoping to lend a hand of support. But that doesn't happen. Cory, weirdly enough, pulls in the parking lot of a convenience store. This move tingled the cop's spider senses. He knew something was up.
338, I think it's a federal guy. He's en route to a call. 1022.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near them, so they're gonna continue, and I'm gonna link up with them. I can't just keep
What are
driving.
they after? Got a fresh pursuit or just trying to catch somebody that's wanted?
He's an active warrant, but he has a gun with him. He has a gun on him. He's a active gang member, and it can't even double bunk him. Annex for fighting, and yeah, he has already pointed guns before, so that's. But he goes to a specific spot. He gets paper tags put on his vehicle. We've been watching him for quite some time, and then he has people that drive him around. He knows he's doing some time.
Notice how Cory starts to mince his words as he briefs the officer on the suspect they are supposed to be chasing after. At this point, the cop can sense that something is wrong, and he decides to fish deeper for the truth.
Who are you with?
Kansas Investigations.
Who's that? Like, who's the local office? I mean,
that's my business.
Okay, so I mean, what's your title? I guess I see you're with the warrant for Kansas Investigation.
Right.
What agency? I guess would be the umbrella for you guys.
Well, I work as a private investigator, but I also work do warrants too. So
Okay.
I work warrants.
So are you a bondsman? Or you work with bondsmen?
I'm not a bondsman.
Who's going after him? Who's the they?
Zane. I got Zane Nickel.
I mean, are they your guys? Other PIs?
Yes.
So what's, I guess when you guys catch this guy, what do you do with him?
Taking him straight to Central County Jail.
Just for the warrant?
Correct.
But who do you do that for? Like, are you under the bondsman?
Right, yeah,
Okay.
It's a big will.
Cory is displaying some visible telltales of a liar here. One of the traits of liars is their ability to deflect from the original subject matter to hide the truth. And Cory seems to be doing just that right now.
But the problem is he pointed a gun, and now my guy had taken off after him while I was static over there by their house at one of the addresses. So there's 3 addresses. I'm over there, he's driving by, but he has people driving him, and he knows it's a cat and mouse game. He's already pointed a gun before, he just did it again, and that's why, and I lost him, so I had to.
What's his car? What's he in?
Black Mercedes-Benz with the paper tag. 2 drivers, one is like 6 feet, they're both wearing white shirts, and he's 5'11". I gotta get all his information. My other guy has it.
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Farmer. You're not an emergency vehicle. So you can't be running around lights and siren endangering lives to catch up to people. Hell, I can't run hot just to catch up to bad guys anymore. We have to be in fresh pursuit.
After trying to seek out the identity of the guy Cory was in pursuit of, the officer decided to let Cory off with a verbal warning. But some people are just set in their ways, and Cory did not heed the warning.
I could take your car from you. You don't have permission to run hot.
Understandable.
Knock that off, man. It's not safe. Trust me, if you crash, you don't want to know the liability you're facing.
I hear you.
I'm going to creep over that direction and sit in the area. I'm not just going to storm the fort. I'm going to make some phone calls on the way, though, and see if it's someone we need to mess with, all right?
Okay. And we're just going to post up here.
Okay.
All right.
Just 2 months later, on the 16th of November 2020, he got pulled over again, this time by 2 detectives in an unmarked sheriff's car. Again, he was seen running lights and sirens as he chased after a Pontiac Grand Prix in his Chevy truck at high speed. When he got pulled over and detained, very strangely, Cory started acting as if he had no clue what was going on.
That is who I work for. It's a legit business. You can check them all out.
Okay. All right, man, we're going to have a seat in the back of my car.
Sedgwick County?
Yep.
For what?
Well, you're in Sedgwick County.
Well, I mean, I didn't know. Wait, well, PD is what I didn't know.
Just checking on you.
Can you push that in, please? Thank you.
Notwithstanding, the cops went ahead and placed Cory under arrest in order to interrogate him and see if they could get him to confess.
I need to talk to you a little bit and ask you a few questions, but before I do that, I need to advise you of your Miranda rights, okay?
Am I under arrest?
At the moment, yes, sir. Who is the agency that you work for?
Kansas Investigations. Well, I work for, as a private investigator, I work for the state of Kansas. And
You work for the state of Kansas?
Whoever employs me, yes. And then I also am a bail enforcement agent.
Okay. Are you licensed?
I'm licensed under both.
Under the state of Kansas?
Yes,
and
for both, yes.
Okay.
Strangely though, Cory still denies impersonating a police officer, but how long can he maintain that lie?
At no point in time ever have I ever indicated that I was a law enforcement officer, or even attempted to pull over a vehicle.
Do you have any flashing lights or anything like that on your truck or on your car up there?
Basically those white ones that are in the, you see the ones that are in the county, they're all legal, the ones that I have.
Well, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Okay, do they flash?
They do when I, yeah.
And you have an airport?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's all physical to push. Fucking hurt my arm bones. But at no time was I utilizing those lights in intent to pull him over.
After this brief interrogation, the cops decided to deliberate on Cory's story to determine if his story checks out. And this was their conclusion.
He wasn't entirely sure what direction he was heading. He wasn't sure what caused all this. I mean, it wasn't a very consistent thing.
Interestingly, while trying to figure things out, something that looks like the Pontiac Cory is describing pulls out, and the cop thinks it's a great opportunity to either confirm or deny Cory's story.
Hey, look, there's that silver Pontiac. He said silver Pontiac.
You turned around and you started going back to the west.
Right here. This is as far as I made it.
Well, I get that. Did the officers try to stop you?
No.
You just pulled over right here in the middle of the road?
When I saw their lights.
Saw whose lights? Their lights?
Yeah.
Okay, so they tried to stop you.
They stopped me. There was no me running from them or anything.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah.
My question was, did you just pull over, or did they actively conduct a traffic stop?
I pulled over.
Okay, so you just pulled over in the middle of the road. Did you notice that there was a car following you? Did you notice that it was a cop car, anything like that?
Look, this car. What do you mean? You keep going back and forth. I told you everything. I'm
just trying to clear a few things up. All right. You pull your truck up right here.
Yeah, because the detectives were behind me.
Okay. Did they try to stop you, or were they just behind you?
They had their lights on like they are now. Okay. So that I'm assuming meant they wanted me to stop.
Okay.
Or at least who they were behind. So I pulled over and stopped right here.
Okay. Okay. That's what I need to clear up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as the guy at whenever he brandishes his firearm, were you in fear for your life and safety?
Yes, I was.
Would you like to press charges on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because there's no point in time where I was trying to frickin' pull somebody over.
Okay.
I was heading to meet my buddy here at the east side parking lot. Then he said I was taking too long, so I was going to double back here to go back to the bond office. That's when the detectives put their lights on, assuming since they're behind me, they want me to stop, so I stopped.
Okay.
And it was the only thing I did was when they got behind me was came to a complete stop. I got out, and then we were talking.
Okay. So the detectives behind you and the white Mariner here conducted a traffic stop on you, and you pulled over, right there.
Sure.
I'm asking.
Well, I mean, that's what I did. I don't know if they if they call it a traffic stop or what. They just kicked their lights on, and I'm assuming, so
were you already stopped prior to their lights coming on?
No.
Okay, so their lights came on and you pulled over.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I need to know. All right. So do me a favor. Can you just lean your head out real quick? You see that Pontiac down there?
Yeah.
Is that Pontiac?
Yep.
That's a Pontiac.
I think so. Is there a dog in there?
That part I can't tell you, but it's a silver Pontiac. Does that look about right, though?
Yeah.
About the same year?
Yeah.
Okay.
After having Cory's truck towed, the cops decided to talk to the evidently young man in the silver Pontiac who gave them the much-needed perspective they were looking for.
The only video I have is like a 12-second video on the curb, which at that moment he wasn't doing anything because there was a car in front of him. When I see that video, my phone's in my car. It doesn't show anything.
Cory's truck was later impounded, and he was charged with impersonating a police officer.